3 times I've been to West Virginia. 3 times I've been unimpressed. Then I find this place. Oh! Breakfast time. I just spent the last few hours working and I'm hungry. I made some bread last night, some bread dough. This is my bread recipe I've made several times on my channel. I'll link to my last video on it. And some breakfast sausages right down here. I just had the cops pull up on me right here. You can see right over here as they're pulling out. Yeah, he's pulling out right now. Awesome cop. I didn't want to film when he pulled up because I was like, gosh, I might get in trouble if I just pull out a camera on this guy. But I'm on private property right now. I just found that out, which is the part that sucks about the East Coast of America, is that it's really hard to have public lands access in a lot of the zones because it's all privately owned. Even if there's not private property signs, like there's not here, it's privately owned. So I got the cops called on me. I got to get out of here fairly soon. But how you handle those situations is literally just offer somebody a sausage like I made this morning. I was like, hey man, I know you got to look up some warrants and stuff, but just check if you want a sausage. And we hung out and everything went great. Cops get a bad reputation for waking van lifers up in the middle of the night, but it's usually the van lifer's fault. And if you're a friendly, good person, then you usually make friends and they'll tell you the good places to go. You just gotta show people respect, and usually they'll treat you with respect. He headed out and he's like, hey man, finish your breakfast, just don't stay another night. I love what you're doing, give me your YouTube channel. And now he's gonna go check out my YouTube channel. And this is cool. I love that, that makes me happy. I've got some mozzarella cheese to melt on my bread this morning and I'm so excited for this. The nice thing about van life breakfast, or really any breakfast, is it doesn't have to look great and it tastes amazing. The cheese kind of went everywhere on my bread here, but I've got sausages, a little cheesy bread, and this special jalapeno lime sauce sort of stuff that I've just been loving lately. So let's take the first bite. I'm getting so good at cooking on the propane stove, dude. This is good mountain biking fuel. Let's hit the trails. One of the reasons I keep traveling after 6 years full-time on the road is that even after going to West Virginia 3 times before this, I'm still finding new places. For example, I never knew that in such a small state of West Virginia, I could spend 90 minutes driving down random dirt roads in the mountains before I finally found the place I was looking for. But this place has wild spots. This is the Wolf Gap Recreation Area in the George Washington National Forest. It's the first bit of public land I've found in ages of driving, and there's supposed to be a good mountain biking trail around here somewhere, so let's see what we can get into. Oh my gosh, I think that's Shenandoah National Park in the distance. I know I probably just showed y'all some cool biking footage, but the reality is that I had to walk most of the last 2 miles of this trail, and I even ditched my bike a quarter mile back because it turned into a cliff and I could not go up the trail without going into 4-wheel drive. However, this is what I was saying about West Virginia, man. I never found places like this. 3 times before this, I've never found wilderness zones quite like this in West Virginia. If any of you guys are YouTubers, you'll understand this, but I was just hiking last week with my friend down in North Carolina, and he was so annoyed at me as we were hiking the mountain because I had to film that day. It was UGC content I was filming for, and I could not get out of business mode on the full hike. So I come up to places like this, and when I'm filming videos on YouTube days, I'm always looking at them as business opportunities, which is dangerous to get into that, because ultimately you hike for the joy of it and connection to nature and all of it. But it's a hard thing to get out of when you start trying to think like a filmmaker and get into beautiful zones. You're like, okay, where's the shot? Where are things going to be okay? And you have to take a couple minutes to decompress from that mindset when you get to beautiful places like this and connect to nature. I was just talking to my dear friend Katrina, and she's like, meditate when you go up to the top of the mountain and try to sink roots into the earth. That's the whole mindset behind it, and see if you can connect a little bit more, because you start to separate when you film videos all the time. I think everybody in the world needs to spend a little bit more time sitting in the forest with nothing to do, no phone, and just observe. It is amazing the things that are imperceptible in our daily lives that suddenly become so obvious when you sit still for a little while. Okay, I have not mountain biked in several months, and this is quite scary, but you only figure it out by doing it again. So here we go. It's okay to walk. Gosh, that is a log. After the last 4 days spent wandering around West Virginia, I really need a shower really badly. I'm on the state line, about to go into Virginia, out of West Virginia right now. And I found this river. I think I'm still like an hour away from a gym. And I think I have to jump in this river just to get clean before I go find a place to sleep tonight.
Pretty far out there,
Oh, man.
just gotta breathe for a second.
Ooh. The water here is so much dirtier than it is in the West Coast, just in general. So I'm not sure if I'm cleaner or not getting out of that river. I'll have to go find a shower still. But we've officially going to cross the border into Virginia now. This video was supposed to be totally about West Virginia, but now that I know we're so close to Shenandoah National Park, we can't end the video without showing you this place. So I'll see you tomorrow morning at one of the prettiest valleys in the entire world. The first time I drove into Shenandoah National Park was over 3 years ago, still living out of my Volkswagen Golf on the road. I remember being particularly broke at that time in my life and having very little opportunity. Something about this valley gave me hope again during that moment of time, though. I remember I couldn't go out to eat because I didn't have enough money, and the only real sanctuary and luxury that I had to be able to do was to go hike in a beautiful, amazing place, and I survived. And because of that, maybe my perspective is skewed on this incredible national park, but I still believe that this is one of the most beautiful places in all of the country. It's also one of the most visited, so it's not one that I typically recommend to people. But if you can come here in the off season, there is nowhere else on earth like Shenandoah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. The Shenandoah Valley. Here after years of being gone. I forgot. I don't know how you forget that, but I forgot how crazy this place was. Look at how cool this is. This is part of the Appalachian Trail. In one of my past videos down in Georgia, I just visited the southernmost terminus. I've now been to the northernmost terminus up in Mount Katahdin. And now it's just kind of cool to be wandering through the world and find my way back on the Appalachian Trail. Oh, wow. I love these hiking conditions. Just a little bit of mist on top. You can see the traces of the Shenandoah Valley out there. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Look at this, dude. Wow. Of all the places I've been in my entire life, the Shenandoah Valley is still one of the views that is just unlike anywhere else in the world, and one of the best in all of America. There's a reason all the country artists sing songs about this place. All those songs are just people trying to mimic what it feels like to be here. I love being alive. So listen, I've found my first tick just the other day down here, which means it's getting warm enough for ticks to be here, and that's the worst part about being on the East Coast, and that means I am heading way up north the next week or so. The next video should be from Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, Maine, somewhere in that zone, and I'll keep you posted as we get closer to that. I am also heading to Madeira, Portugal, May 14th, and I'm looking for 3 more people to come on that trip with me. I have 3 more beds left in the house, and it's $3,000 a person if you guys are interested. All the details are in the description below on the My Trips link. But I really want other people to come. I want 3 more people to come join me on this trip. So if you're interested in that, I've set it up to be the coolest thing ever and to be worth way more than $3,000 a person. So I hope to see you there. Right now, I've got to get back down the mountain and start driving north. Stay wild, be free. Hope to see you in Madeira, and if I don't, I'll see you up in the Northeast in the next video. Peace.